there, it's Sue Stamp, and I'm here to share with you the cards for the May workshop in the mail. This is a brief video tutorial on what we'll be making, and the first one is, these are a little snug with all the fill-ins. The first one is a card using DSP, and sometimes we forget about how much of an impact designer series paper can have on a card. So I wanted to share this with you. I think it's a great inspiration tool, and it does show the designer series paper. The next time I make this, I think I would pop up these postage stamp pieces so they had even a little more impact. So this is the first card, and I'll show you how we're going to put that together. It's pretty easy. We're stamping the base of the card, and this is Rococo Rose, and we're stamping the base with the stamp set, the new Artistically Inked stamp set. And this is the stamp that we used, and I just randomly stamped it around the card to give it a background. And that is the first thing we're doing. And then we add this piece of Evening Evergreen, which is a new in color. And these are the pieces that are the designer series paper, and they're going to go on here. And like I say, I think I would probably pop those up the next time. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to put a ribbon around your card, and this goes all the way around, and you're going to tie it. Now I tied mine over to the left of the card. You can tie it anywhere you'd like, and that is going to go around and tie, like I say, wherever you like. And then after you get that tied, I pop the sentiment up, and that is, I use the duo end banner punch, and that is stamped with the Evening Evergreen also, and it pops up, sits right above the ribbon. So you have the banner, the ribbon, the DSP, and the base for that. And then I add a couple of gold pieces on here, one on either side, and those are the pieces that are just punched out for you. That's those. And this would be for the card inside. So that would be card number 1. And I'll put that back in here so I don't misplace any of the pieces. And then card number 2 is this lovely one. And this looks like this when it's done. It has a small bow on it, and we use the new in color Soft Succulents. This is done horizontally, so it'll be a top opening card. And this one is done on watercolor paper, and you're going to watercolor this, the flowers and the leaves and the stems. Now I used watercolor pencils and a water pen. The new technique that I added to this card is after it dries, you're going to accent it with your colored pencils, and you can see those accents all on the inside here. And I made the halo effect here. I cut out the punch for the lovely labels, stamped on the inside, and then I used that punch that was cut out as a stencil and sponged around it for that halo effect. And then this is your inside. So again, the card, when it's all completed, will look like this. That is card number 2. I hope you're all enjoying spring and getting ready for summer. I am starting to do my workshops in person this month, and we will see how that goes. I don't have a lot of participants, so I don't know if that's because people are still a little hesitant or it's just a busy time of year. But the next card is a fun fold that was done as part of our demonstrator stamp along last month by Lori Meyer. And this is the card, and it opens like this. There's your message, and then there's another opening, and you'll have a sentiment page in here that will be put in. And how we made this is a piece of DSP, so it's a great way to use up your designer series paper. It is 5.5 by 12, and it's scored at 4 and 8. And then you have a piece that folds in and one that goes over. And what you're going to do with this, you have 2 circles and 2 outside edges. And what I did was I used the contrasting outside edge on the front. I put this in with dimensionals, and then when this is on the inside, it looks like this, and I use the white border for it. So you can do it however you like, and you could also stamp the yellow and just have a white border on the inside, but that's up to you. And then on the inside we have a sentiment for birthdays, because the front says happy birthday, and that looks like this. So when you do your card, it's going to open like so. Now what I did after I stamped this and I put the dimensional on there so that it would pop up, and I put the outside edge on it, is I glued flowers and stems all the way around. And I have a selection of those for you in your envelope. You can use those, or if you have your own, you can use your own. And there's also an assortment of colors on there to coordinate with your card. There's a little flower here that can go on the inside if you desire, and there's some extra pieces, so you should have plenty in your envelope. So that would be card number 3. And oops, I almost lost a little leaf here. I'm going to put that in. And so that's card number 3. And card number 4 is this cute card that is, ooh, that was loud. It's a flower pot, and in your instruction sheets there's also a pattern for this, so you can do this. And I got this off of Pinterest. I think it makes a really cute card. And let me show you how that works. I don't have my sample here for some reason, but I have an alternative one that I did. So I'll go ahead and show you that one. They both work the same. This has a scalloped edge here and a ribbon across the front. And then there's a little tag that says Hello Friend. And that's put on with the dark green baker's twine. So this is our flower pot. This is one I did in tulips, and yours will have flowers on it, and it'll look like the front of the instruction sheet. So what this does is it opens up, and there's a sentiment that goes on the inside. Now this was an alternative one, so I don't have the sentiment on there, but that gives you the idea. And what you're going to do with this is the punch goes along the edge here. Now I took my sponge and shaded this edge too, and the sides and bottom, to give it a little bit of a worn look. And then you're going to take your liquid glue or your snail and run it real close to the edge, because you want to be sure that your sentiment slides in and out. So you're going to do that on the 2 edges here. And then once you put your flowers on the front of your card, your sentiment, which says all of the blossoms in life's garden, friendship is the most fragrant. And this will slide just in like that. Your flowers will be on top, and there's a couple little accent pieces in here. This is that pattern, and the card itself looks like this instruction sheet with the assortment of flowers. I've got the daisy on there, and a tulip, and another blossom. So that is card number 4. I hope you enjoy making these in the mail cards, and I look forward to seeing you next month. And if you decide that you would like to attend our live workshops, then you are more than welcome. You can sign up for those online. My email address is suestapp1@gmail.com. My web address is suestamp.com, and you can access my 24-hour store at suestamp.stampinup.net if you need any supplies to make additional cards. I enjoy making the cards, and I hope that you do too. I appreciate you subscribing to this, and as always, I appreciate any orders that you may place under my 24-hour store. And until next time, happy stamping.